everybody. Welcome to Crazy Not Crazy. You're here with Kim, Laura, and Billy Joe, and we are ready for another episode. Woo!
Yay! Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, Laura. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you guys have a good day?
You know?
Yeah.
It seemed like it had been all week since I seen you guys, so
I know.
I was
Yeah.
ready to
Kinda
get
missing
together
it, yeah.
and
That must mean you have a lot to say
yeah,
today,
well,
Laura.
I think people it's been like a week since you had like the 20 minutes and 40 minutes in our crazy heads.
It's time to have
We're all
another
over the
session.
place, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, here we go.
Yeah, it is true, but I'm not going to lie. I haven't had much time to think about it because you get so busy, but I think it's kind of cool just to put thought into this show, because we are trying to make people lighten up in life, have fun, enjoy a little laughter,
Relate.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
do try our best to come up with stuff to talk about, but it seems like we just keep going back to Laura for some reason.
Laura's list.
So Laura, can you tell us something that you wrote on your list while you were just thinking?
So back to my notes.
Yeah, your notes.
Yes.
There you go. Laura's
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
Last episode, we talked about Laura's notes, and it was about how she smelled weed coming from her bedroom and thought somebody was in there ready to murder her.
Somebody was going to kill her.
Yes, and it weren't. It was just a skunk. So
Somebody wanted to get high before
Yes.
they killed her.
somebody was preparing. They were
Thank God
relaxing.
that didn't happen.
They wanted to relax before they murdered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, this episode what is the next thing we got there, Laura?
Well, I had a whole conversation in my head one night about my cops. I love my cops. So I just wrote down cops because I was like, oh, this would be really good to share with everybody about my cops.
Is this
Yeah.
like all
Like,
the cups
who
that you
cares?
own, like coffee
No.
cups, is it like
Is it a certain cup?
I
wine
love,
glasses?
well, for one, for anybody that needs to know, I am a drink whore. Any place I go, look at me now.
I know, 2 drinks.
When I go out Saturday nights, I always have my 2 drinks.
I love your cup too,
yeah.
Laura, because it does, her drinks do stay the ice is, by the end of the night, she still has ice in her cup.
Right.
If she's drinking hot
It's a hot
coffee,
drink,
it's
yeah.
still hot.
That's
Yeah.
what's so great about it. It's like your first sip tastes like your last sip.
Right.
And when I realized that, I was
You should be on a commercial.
You
What?
should.
like, I thought so.
Your first sip is like your last sip.
That's awesome.
And then I just realized how much I loved my cop. And I was like, it was like, that an epiphany, is that what it is?
Yes,
It's
yeah,
like,
it's
an
epiphany
you
when
know,
you sit- yes.
I probably had just smoked one and then had this in the
You were in the bedroom
about,
smoking and forgot, came out and loved your cup. So
It all happened on the same night, But yeah, I was
oh, okay, this is making
yeah.
more sense.
But no, I realized that, and I just was thought I had one of those, what is it,
An epiphany?
the discovery of I don't know,
Yeah, an epiphany. You had an
Is that
epiphany. It's
it?
like a
Thank
poof
you.
moment.
Yeah.
Like a, oh my gosh
God,
moment.
How smart
Yeah.
am I,
Yeah.
to have thought of that?
You
'Cause
are pretty smart, yeah.
Nobody else that ever drank these cups realized.
Right, and to bring 2 drinks
It
with
took
you.
me probably
Well-
6 months of drinking it where I realized why I loved it so much,
Well,
that's
see, I
why
think
I'm
people
addicted
think
to
of
my
that
cup.
more than you think, though. Because everybody has their own special cup,
Right.
Yeah.
I have my own special cup, my little Cumberland Farms cup from 15 years ago. They don't
Yeah.
even make it anymore. It's all plastic, I have to drink, and it's 1 cup, so I have to wash it every night,
Yeah.
it's a mug,
Right,
But
right.
I can't drink out of those metal cups.
Right, you're allergic to,
You're
Yeah.
allergic to
Yeah.
the aluminum.
But I
which
get so
sucks.
jealous on the nights when you guys all have special. Well, not you. You just
Yeah, I
drink
just
from-
have a special aluminum can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not true. You and your sister have matching mugs too.
That's true. Yes, Thelma and Louise mugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my daughter-in-law there, she gave me a cup for Christmas that's a #1 Nana on it. But it was one of them, and I was happy to have it. And Stu was like, "Oh, that's too bad. I'll drink out of it." And she was like, "Why?" She goes, she can't drink out of that, but I will. And it's like,
Right.
oh, it's such a bummer because I know what those cups do. So I watch it every weekend with you, and I'm like, oh, like you said, the first sip's just as good as the last sip.
It is, and they're like what? I don't know, 24 ounces or something.
Yeah, it's a big cup.
Know?
Yeah.
And it's good. And I always feel so bad talking about how good it is, Kim, when you have your crappy Cumberland Farms mug and you can't
But
get
she
the
loves
cup,
her Cumberland
you
Farms
know?
cup.
I only
she
love
has
it
to.
because I have to. Believe me, do you know how many people know that I cannot drink out of those
Yeah,
cups? And people
right.
look for them all the time, but
Yeah.
there's some sort of metal in every cup, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
'Cause that's what keeps it warm or colder. Yeah.
Right, but I can't say that because they do sell like the smaller ones. I need a mug of coffee.
I got
you know
that cup. Did you ever try that? Because that was all porcelain
which one
with
was
the
that?
lid.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was like there's no metal or aluminum.
But
in
it's
it.
not. It's not like a mug, right? You're talking about a coffee cup.
It's a pretty big. Like it holds. It would have hold it. Like it would hold a pretty good coffee in it. I think.
Yeah.
Like my cup here was too small. Remember? So then I had to try and dump your coffee into a bigger mug.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it was like, oh shit! It went right to the rim. There was no room to do anything. And
Yeah,
then I
but that's
lost
your
half of
fault
it.
though, because it's a Keurig machine. So don't you just hit the button and it does it? So you put a small cup in there, right?
Yeah, I thought I would hold it. I don't know. 'Cause I always use like, well, the cup. Actually, the cup that you got me, it says like "Good morning, bitches" or
Right.
something.
Good- yes.
You
I
know,
think it
like
says
my
Good Morning,
cup
Bitches,
that's
yeah.
not a lead. That's like my go-to like mug, like for coffee. You know, I
Yeah.
love that coffee.
I know, yeah.
Just like, did you guys see my sign? Actually, I got it for Christmas from my nephew Josh and his girlfriend Twilight.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Love and light. XOXO. That one.
Yeah, that's my sign that I just hung up.
Well, do you remember the mug you got me a few years ago? And it said a little bit of what is it? What did it say?
Like,
Something about in a little bit of go fuck yourself. A little bit
Yeah.
of
yeah, it was like you're a little bit love, a little
Yeah,
bit
a
peace,
little bit of
whatever,
peace,
and then
yeah.
a little bit go fuck
Little bit
yourself.
of go fuck yourself,
And that is
yeah.
totally like all three of us are really
Right,
like that, you
right.
know. So
like
it's
super
suited.
chill. Just
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we really mostly like mean like we're just chill and happy. The
Yeah.
only time I'm gonna go fuck yourself is because you made me say it.
Right.
Like I don't
Yeah.
typically like I don't.
You don't
say
have that
that,
attitude.
You know?
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
have-
like that at
no.
all.
No.
Like when I say it on my wall when you come into the door,
It's to
that's
be
meant to
funny.
be funny,
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely.
But like
It's-
if I
yeah,
sit
because I
it-
took it kind of personal when I
Yeah,
walked in.
I
earlier.
know.
was
I
like,
did
whatever,
too.
yeah.
I mean-
I was like, oh wow, go fuck yourself. Wow, okay, no.
But that's what she said to us because we just saw the sign.
Yeah.
So why would
Yeah.
I get offended by that?
But
So
then
why
that's-
the 2 cups though, Laura? Is it just so you have water and whatever you have in there?
It happens for different reasons.
Okay,
Like,
explain that.
Tonight it just happened. Like I had iced tea in here, but it was almost empty, and I knew like we were gonna be sitting here hanging out, so I like had my water for backup.
No, yeah.
So it just worked out good. I just transitioned.
Yeah.
Saturday nights I have 2 of these like metal cups that, and I always have like a hot coffee in one and an iced tea in the other.
Right.
So it's like I switch back and forth, you know, like from
If you're feeling hot or cold or
Yeah.
whatever you're feeling, yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha.
or just whatever
It really-
my throat needs in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
you know, go. It feels good going from hot to cold.
Do you take that to
know?
work with you too, or like is that just a home cup?
Oh yeah, see, it's great because I take it to work too.
Oh, you do?
I do. I get
Yeah.
nice coffee in the morning, and then when my iced coffee is done, I just pour my bottle of water in because I have ice. So then I have like a nice cold water when my coffee
See,
is
and that's
done.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Your ice is still middle of the day, still frozen.
And that's
Yeah.
what I mean. My drink stayed tasting good. My first sip right to the end, you know. And you can. It's funny though. Like I dumped. Sometimes I even reuse it on the animals. Like you know. If I
What?
gotta dump-
Wait a minute, what? Is this a freaking community
Yeah, I'd
cup? Hold on.
Okay, well, we are on air, so make sure it's,
Yeah.
this will be okay. So I just like my water's nice and cold, and if I'm like
Oh.
rinsing it to get something, and I gotta dump my cup out.
You're going to dump your what out?
That
What are you going to dump out?
I don't know. I thought I heard it back.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my mouth quiet on this one.
Yeah.
So anyways, my cup into the cat bowl, so she'll have cold water, so I like dump it out, but then I'm like, it looks like dirty water because I'm just pouring. If you're gonna just see Kim's face right now, which is making
very
me laugh so
confused.
bad.
Is it because her water dish is dirty?
No, because I'm drinking dirty coffee water.
Laura!
And you give it to the cat. No wonder your cat's running around the house. Poor Stevie.
But I drink it all the time because it's like I just finished my iced coffee and
Well, he's
it's
got a
like
nice
my
coat of
ice is
fur.
left.
It's doing
So
something
I
good
pour
for him.
my water in, and it's not like you can taste the coffee. And if anything, it's just like
Well,
my
how do you know?
coffee
Have you
germs.
asked Stevie if he can? Stevie, can you taste the
Most-
coffee?
Well, she usually gives it to Gypsy, and then she wonders why Gypsy's running around with her head cut off. It's caffeinated out.
Yeah. Well, most of the times I drink it, but when I don't,
So,
just
Laura,
drink
can I
it.
say
I'm
this?
being
When you
lazy.
dump the dirty
coffee, it's
coffee
not
grime
really that
water
dirty, but
in
it's
the
like,
dog and cat dish, do you ever go, maybe I should rinse my cup out?
Well, it's from the day I wash it every day, you know. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
like, yeah. I
okay.
mean, that night it's gonna get washed out, and then it starts the
I get
process
it,
all
I
over
get
again
it.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll drink my iced coffee. Well, where I work, we only have a bathroom sink. That's like the only thing. And I just
Yeah.
can't rinse it. I
No,
feel gross.
that's
like
gross,
I don't
yeah.
want to bring my cup in
That
and
would gross me
rinse
out.
it in the bathroom
Yeah.
sink. I'd rather just like
I don't do
have
anything in
dirty,
the bathroom but
like
go to
have
the
coffee
bathroom.
water. You know.
I wouldn't even like bring anything in the bathroom.
No.
Even my own bathroom at home. Like I wouldn't even, if
Yeah.
I'm drinking something, I will put it down somewhere and then go into the bathroom. Even if I have to just
Right.
grab like a towel.
I
no
agree.
way. And I'm definitely not bringing food in that bathroom either.
No.
Right.
And it's
Not
my
that
own
the
bathroom.
bathrooms are dirty. It's
No.
just the bathrooms are meant to do your
my
business,
bathroom
and
is
that's
very
it.
clean. I clean it a gazillion times a week, but I also just
There's
like
just
I can't
something
even
about
imagine.
it, right?
Or even when I'm chewing
Yeah.
gum, like I'm not chewing my
Yeah,
I'm not
chomping
opening
your
my mouth.
Well, especially because, like, in public, you're squatting, so
Yes.
you just don't even know.
Oh,
like,
it's stressful.
sometimes there could be a splash or something, you know,
Oh,
whatever.
God.
That's the
Yeah.
word.
Yes.
We do the best we can, man.
I
You know, it's
know.
hard being a
Yeah.
girl in the public bathroom.
It is. It's
You
stressful.
know?
And
I'm
it's like a
definitely
good leg
keeping my
workout
mouth
too.
closed, my eyes closed, like friggin'.
That's so true with the
Just
gum
get
though,
me
because
out.
then you just like your gums
You're not,
contaminated.
I'm not doing
Ugh.
anything in there, but like nothing to do with my mouth opening up. Nothing. Like no.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even in my
definitely
own
not.
bathroom, I can't imagine like a public bathroom. No,
No,
nothing's happening in there, but just squatting over the toilet, getting a leg workout, and leaving.
Yeah.
Getting out as fast as you can.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all you can do, you know. It's like public bathrooms are always the worst. and
Yeah.
You don't want to make eye contact. You just like don't want to touch anything.
Right.
I always like use my paper towel, and then it's like I turn everything off, grab the door handle, and like, whoa, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I
you
just
know,
almost checked my lighter at Kim's head
You
because we were
did.
talking.
you say that, but somebody like me with such a weak bladder, by the time I actually get to the bathroom, I am like, I don't care where I am. I
Right.
just have to go
You're-
so
yeah.
bad. So it's really like, and then afterwards, when you stop and think about it, like I've stopped at some really bad places before because
Yeah.
and
Like
I
on
was
the
like, I
road,
have to
yeah.
go. Of course,
Yeah.
we're traveling. You know,
Right.
we went
You have to. Right. When you're traveling
on our road
foreigner,
trips
yeah.
there. You know, it's like I can only.
Yeah. You
Do
you're
what
gonna
I
be
can
kind
do.
of you can't be as picky when you're.
And
on the road.
those are the times when you wish it was like acceptable to just like go outside.
Right.
And you go outside when you can, you know, it's like there's a lot of times I've been there where I'm like, I'd rather go outside and I feel lucky if it's an option.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know?
cleaner. You
Yeah.
feel cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
I
even
can
mind.
still squat though if I have to.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. You do what you gotta do.
Well, you guys know I try everything. You know, like especially on road trips. You
Yeah.
know? I do try everything.
Yes, we know.
What happened
Are we
on the
going
last
there,
road trip you did? You got that
Yeah,
I
we
can't
going
remember
there,
what it's
we're going
Oh
called.
no! Are we going there?
I think so.
Yeah, we're going there. We're doing the
Yeah.
sheepy thing. Is that what
Is
it
that
was?
what it's called?
Called
Sheepy.
sheepy.
The sheepy.
Yeah, the
Oh.
sheepy.
The night you called.
Google
and
it
told
if you
me
guys
that-
don't know what we're talking about. Google
Yes.
sheepy.
And like they were getting ready for like a 24-hour ride, so I get it. Like
Yeah.
it sounds
Sheepy
like
comes in
better
handy.
than it is.
No, it did not come in handy.
You know, I just like died laughing like on that night when you told me you ordered one. I found it so funny. So
You guys, just thinking about traveling in a vehicle for 24 hours had me so stressed out.
Yeah.
And then you telling me, well, we only stop every 4 hours. And I'm like, every 4 hours? I would have already peed 5 times in that 4 hours, you know? So I'm like, I can't drink anything for 24 hours because it's going to make me pee. And when I have to pee, I have to pee.
Right,
Like,
you gotta go.
I can probably hold it for a minute or two, you know,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden my brain takes
Yeah.
over, and that's all I can focus on is I have to pee, to the point where every one of you has seen me do a pee-pee dance.
Oh,
my
gosh,
you know?
yeah.
Yes,
Several
we know.
times, yes.
Yeah, and it's not pretty, it's embarrassing, and I barely, like, at this point would have to pull over and just try and whip my pants down and go real fast, you know, or else I'm peeing myself. So,
Or whip out the sheepy.
no, the sheep pee. So of course I did a lot of investigating, like how am I going to make it there? You know, Maine to Florida, driving all the way straight through, and only stopping every 4 hours. You know, so I'm trying to get creative. I'm trying to like do my best. So I'm Googling all this stuff, and then I remembered something my sister gave me a couple Christmases ago.
It was a joke, but no.
It was as a joke. It was a I don't even know what she called. A female not urinal.
I don't know if females have urinals. Is that what that is?
No, but
Yeah.
you know where
it
you
was
pee
like a-
anyway. So it was a cup that covered you, and it had a little tiny stick like a whole what do you call it? Like
A hole.
a long little tiny hole, but it wasn't long at all though. You know, it's really hard to explain.
Well, I
But
was pretty surprised when I saw it, and she's like, "Yeah, I use it all the time," and I'm just like, when she's driving down to Boston, and I can't even for the life of me like.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
putting that
You
there.
might as well just sit there and just fucking piss
Piss your
yourself.
pants.
well, because
that
it's
is
like
not gonna
it's
work.
supposedly a suction cup that goes on you, but the cup is
Right.
all folded in, and I'm like, oh my god, like that doesn't look right. So I'd have to play around and get it to,
Putting
you
this
know.
where?
It was twisted and weird, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know if that's gonna fit like that. But then it had like, I would say, is that about 2 inches?
Yes.
You know, it better lies to
I
me
mean,
what size.
we don't know anyways. Men lie
Right,
to us, so
right.
we wouldn't know. Yeah, it looks like 2 inches.
So it's like a 2-inch long thing coming off the suction cup, and it's got a hole in it. So
Right.
she says to me, I thought about you and I got this for you, so when you're taking long trips you can use this to pee. And I'm like, are you crazy? I pee all over myself. How are you supposed to do that?
Yeah.
And so she's explaining it to me. You get a 2-liter bottle, put it there, and I go,
Right, so you put the long whole thing that you're talking about in the 2-liter
in the
bottle.
2-liter bottle.
Yes,
That's
so
only
it's
2 inches
draining,
long.
Your pee's
You already
draining.
know anything that complicated right off the bat while you're driving 75 miles.
I was
Right,
just
right,
gonna
it's
say
not gonna
that.
work.
I was
It's like-
just gonna say that, Laura. Me driving 75 miles down the turnpike, trying to suction this thing to me, get a 2-liter bottle, stick it in the hole, and not only that, trying to get my pants down to begin with to do all this, right? So off the bat, I was like, all right, if I wore a skirt, maybe.
With no
Right?
underwear. With no
Did you
underwear.
even consider that?
Skirt with
You
no
guys,
underwear.
like, this is a major issue for me with, you know, like anyone that knows me knows I
Right.
have a
I
major
know, I
bladder
totally
problem,
get
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, I never used it because she got me a Depends with it too. I would have been better off using the Depends
Yeah,
than that
just
thing,
wear
you know.
Depends.
But I didn't use either because, you know, I'm not ready for that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're talking going from Maine to Massachusetts, you know.
Right,
So
you
it's like,
contemplated it. You just
no, I was just like, that's a mess waiting to happen. And then I'm like, you know, I thought the hose would have been a little bit longer so I could put it out the window, and then the pee would just go out the window.
Right.
And the person behind me would just get a clean windshield. Like, I'm thinking of all this stuff, like how weird is all this
Oh,
stuff that
so
they make, right? No, I'm serious. Like, where else are you gonna put it? And she's like, you put it in a 2-liter bottle or something. Carry something like that with you. I'm like,
Trying to
oh.
drive and putting
Can't
that
we
2
think
liter.
it was like flooding out, man, you know?
I know it would rain the whole way from Maine to Massachusetts, you guys. So
Oh my God.
back to my story. I see how we get sidetracked so easy, but it all kind of blends together. So my brain went to what Pauline got me, but I'm like, well, maybe they do make a real one of those for a woman, you know? So I
Cause you-
Googled it.
Yeah, because you did find us the beach the
P tent.
P tent, which
Yes.
we'll get back to because you gotta like
Oh,
finish
that's
your
yeah,
sheepy.
yeah. So we're getting ready to take off like in a week or two, and I panic. I find this on Amazon, and it's called the sheepy. It's not a flimsy little plastic, like soft thing, silicone thing. Pauline
Right.
got me. This is a hard plastic, right? So you guys, I mean,
thing.
I'm really hoping I don't offend anyone with this story, or if they think I'm really weird. But it is a really weird story. So I'm like, and then it has a bigger hard plastic that fits over you so you can pee. Has a nice long tube, right? And then it goes into like a jug that covers
so
up.
the
you
jug
know,
comes with it?
the jug came with it. Yeah. So it's all
It's a
together,
jug
right?
Now, yeah.
It was a jug though. It
Yeah.
wasn't like she didn't just hand me a silicone thing with a hole and said good luck, you know, and I'm thinking, well, that's weird. So, you know, I was like, that's weird, you know, like,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Trying to drive with a 2-liter between your legs. Like,
And I don't carry 2-liter empty bottles in my car with me. Like I don't chug on 2 liters, you know. So I don't maybe water bottles, but then I'd have to fill up 10 of them. So I'd be like, oh, I gotta unscrew another one, cap it on, you know. That don't work either. So
having Stu do that for you. Full-time job for Stu.
So, you know, we did pretty good on our trip to Florida, but I ended up ordering this sheepy off Amazon, came in. I was so excited about it. I was like, I think I can do this. So I called Laura up and I tell her about it. Laura flew there. She was smart and was like, I'm going to
She was
fly.
very smart. Yeah.
But the rest of us were on we went on an adventure and it was
Yeah.
fun. We had a great time
Yeah,
besides
it
the
was
pee
good,
and
very
pot.
good time.
So as soon as we take off, we make it to Great, I had to pee. And I think it was just my nerves, you know, like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So we went.
Yeah, I
went with-
think didn't you guys use like, yeah.
I
okay,
went with
you
the girls,
yes,
you
yeah,
know,
you
and
with
we
the
went
girls.
to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then we take off and we made it to Jersey Turnpike? Is that what it
Probably,
was?
that might be our first stop. I don't know.
That's
I can't
quick.
No,
remember.
that wasn't our first stop. That's where we thought you were going to stop. You went
Oh.
4 lanes over
Oh
and
yeah,
then 4
that's
lanes
because I was
back
passing
over.
somebody. Yes.
Yeah. So it was like there was 3 of us following to
Yes.
from Maine to Florida. So we were trying to keep up with Billy Joe, which will
So
never
another
I can't
right.
do it.
Another part of the story is don't follow Billy Joe to Florida because
Right. And you know, when you should know better anyways with somebody like me because I need to pull over when I have to pee. So but anyways, we made
That's
it on
why
the
you got the
Jersey.
sheepy.
Yes.
Okay, I missed
Especially-
a
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. I missed a part of this story though, because when I called Laura up, she's like, Kim, you need to practice before you get on the road. And I'm like,
did.
no, I don't. It's simple.
Yeah,
I
good
mean,
idea.
it's huge. I can't miss, you know,
Yeah.
like this is perfect. She's like, Kim, you're going to be sitting in a vehicle. You need to know how to get off your seat and pee. Like, you need to know what
Right.
to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're crazy. If
After
you
I
see that-
laughed my ass off,
Yeah.
when she told me she wanted the sheepy, because that was awesome. It did
Yeah.
make my night. Like we laughed our ass off for a while off that thing,
Right.
man. That
Yeah,
was
that's-
funny.
Well, I took pictures and sent them to you
Yeah,
guys. Like,
yeah,
hey, I'm
yeah.
all set to travel now. I got a sheepy, you know, and which was great, you know. So now Laura's like, no, you got to practice, and I'm like, no, I don't. It's simple, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But my backup plan was to get like a 5-gallon bucket or a 3-gallon bucket, so I can just put it near the seat and I can just slide off and go, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is a whole big. I thought about
Right.
this for a long time
Right,
because
well,
it's a big issue for
it's,
me.
it's a concern of yours.
Sometimes, like, if you get caught in that, like, those traffic
traffic
jams, yeah,
jams.
like, you don't even know, like, if you're in a, like, have to go that bad, you can't hold it for, like, because you're
Yeah.
stuck in a 3-hour traffic thing.
So the
you know?
hose reached
Yeah.
down to the.
So like
Okay.
I was able to sit, which I wore a skirt this time too, because I was like, okay, like this is all gonna work out. So we get to the Jersey Turnpike, you know, and Stu's like, okay, Kim, she's going over, she's gonna pull into
She's
that
going
rest area.
somewhere.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna explode. I have to go to the bathroom. So you go all the way over. We're all excited. There must be a rest area coming. And then she goes all the way back over. And I'm like, what just happened? Oh my gosh. And Stu's like, Kim, get the sheepy. You have to go. And I'm like, I know.
And it's pretty
know.
good if you made it all the way to Maine to Jersey without stopping. I can only imagine how bad, like, you
I
had to
was-
Yeah, it
Or,
was.
like,
Because we
oh,
fly too.
yeah.
So yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, we were going pretty fast too. Like, well, they were. We were trying to keep up.
they were just trying to survive.
At this point, I had no choice because I'm like, I'm gonna pee my pants because
Yeah.
it's like I'm gonna pop, you know. So I get the sheepy out. And I get it all situated. You know, the jug sits down the bottom, the hose comes up, and I tried to put it on and use it. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable. It's not working. Something's wrong, you know? So I push my seat all the way back. I slide off my seat, and then I get it. I suction it. I can't pee because I got a suction too tight. I'm like, Stu's like,
So
how's
you're
it going? I'm
squatting in
like,
front of your seat at this point? Kind of
yeah,
squatting in front of your
yeah. So Stu goes, how's it going? I go, I can't go. And I go, hold on. So I release a little pressure and I start peeing. I'm like, oh crap, I'm peeing. So now I get it all situated again and it stops again because probably the suction. I don't know.
Oh my
and I'm like,
God.
Stu, the only way to do this is to release some of the suction and I think it will flow. So I release the suction. I go, oh no, I might be peeing on myself. And he goes, you can't tell? And I go, oh no, never mind. I got the cord thing that goes down, you know, the hose, sorry.
Yeah.
I got the hose and it's on my leg, so as it's peeing, the
You're
pee's
feeling
running
it,
on my
yes,
leg, so it was
yeah,
warm,
yeah.
you know?
You're thinking it's the actual
So-
pee.
God.
So when I check the jug, I'm like, okay, there's some going in the jug, and I'm peeing, and it's like a relief. I was so happy. And then all of a sudden, I get done peeing. Stu goes, how'd it go? I go, I don't know. I feel like I peed all over the place. And I said, but there is some in the jug. So I get up and I sit back. My seat was a puddle of piss. I swear to God, guys.
I don't remember hearing the story when we were in Florida. Do you, Laura?
I told Stu to shut his mouth because I was embarrassed. I was like, this is so embarrassing. But
Oh my God.
so what had happened was I released the suction somehow, but I must have moved the thing. So only like a little bit was going in the jug because I picked it up and there was only a corner of it in the jug, but my seat was soaked. And at this point, you guys pulled off and I had towels, blankets and all that stuff.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. I got a towel there trying to clean everything up. Like I'm soaked. And so we finally pull off because we're switching drivers now. And I was like, thank God.
Stu can sit
Sorry,
in my
Stu.
urine, which is funny because you didn't tell me because that week I went with you to I think pick Marissa up from the airport or something. Or no, when you were dropping her off, but I already knew. So like when I rode with you in your car, I knew even every time I get in that seat, I'm always like
Thinking about
competing.
Compete here. Yeah, but the good thing is I had blankets and towels there. So when we switched drivers,
Yeah.
Stu sat there and he dried it up, I think, because
Yeah, he absorbed a lot
he
of
absorbed
it.
a lot, but he was so tired. Like
He didn't even care.
He didn't care, but for some reason
Yeah.
he didn't have because when we stopped at the other store, he didn't have wet pants because I'm like, you're gonna be all like pissy pants, you know?
Gypsy, no, you gotta
That's
stop.
So that's my sheepy story.
That's a funny
Which
story.
though?
Oh
You
wait,
were the
though wait! I
hero.
never used the sheepy again after
Yeah.
that, though. So
I bet you didn't.
No,
I mean,
never.
what's the
Right.
use in it if it's just going to do that?
But I was stupid. I should have did what Laura said. Try it out
You
first.
should have practiced.
I would have known that when you suction that tight, it shuts everything down.
Yeah, you would have got the feel of it. I gotta try and let the dog out.
So,
Gypsy.
anybody listening, if you buy a sheepy, try it out first. Get used to it.
You
know,
really need to
practice with
try it
yeah.
out. Yeah.
And if you don't know what a sheepy is, Google it. You will laugh your ass off. It's funny. But it's useful, I guess. You know, if you know how to use it.
Right,
Maybe
yeah.
one of these days I'll post the picture on our Facebook page of what
Sheepy.
my sheepy looked like.
But in the tent because Kim got us a tent for when we're like
Oh no.
sometimes in the parking lot like hanging out. You have to pee, you know. So she has a tent.
Or when you're camping,
Oh my God, I wish this
you
kid might
know,
be
like
around.
sometimes like if you're just on a day trip because we like to get out there and go on a day trip and you get stuck in the woods and you're like, can people see me? So we actually got
Oh my God.
a
pee
pee tent. It's not actually called that. So if you want to know what it is, email us and I'll tell you what it's actually called. But because when I googled pee tent, I couldn't find one.
Yeah, but it worked so good though because
So I had to get creative.
Oh my God,
You'd be
I can't.
amazed at how good it is, though, because when you're out there and there's a crowd, you know, like, we're talking a lot about pee tonight, but that's because I have a serious issue with it. So if you carry like a 3-gallon bucket with a cover on it, you pop this P10 up, you got the bucket, you can pee anywhere. So I really would like to make a creation to help us women pee better, you guys. I'm
Which you
serious.
have, because I have to say that's
Oh
why
my
I was
God.
brought up your P10, because I have used the P10.
Yes.
I don't think I can ever try
You're not
the
anti-P10.
sheepy thing in the car.
I don't
because
recommend the
I'm pretty
sheepy.
sure I already know I'm just gonna like pee all over myself.
Well, hold up. I don't want
But-
to down it because it's a great idea,
It is.
but
If you
not for
practice.
me. And I think you really need to practice.
Like you need to try to invent something that's even better than the sheepy cam, for people
yeah,
that
you're
That's
something.
you know?
we've talked about this because I'm like
could be
I need
millionaires.
we need to come up with something to brainstorm.
Something that doesn't suction, right?
No
Just can't
suction.
suck.
Yeah.
It was the strangest
Definitely.
thing, you guys. It's never happened to me before. I mean, I had to go so bad. I'm like, oh my god. Even while I'm putting that thing on, I'm like, I'm not gonna make
wouldn't
it.
even suck
And then
the
all of a
pee
sudden, I'm
out
like,
of
all
our-
right, I'm all set up. It's good. And I'm like,
Okay.
nothing. Like it stopped.
That's weird.
And then I move it for a second and it starts pouring out. And I'm like, what's happening? So I suction it back up. And Stu's like, well, just loosen it a little bit. And I'm like, once I loosen it, it's full. Like it's not, nothing's happening, And then I released it and I was like, either way, I'm peeing somewhere at this
Stu
point.
was just
so.
over there
Yeah.
driving like, holy shit, this is my life right now.
No, because it was funny because I didn't want to use the sheepy. So he was actually after a while of me like, I gotta go, like he finally started screaming at me, just use the sheepy,
Or just call Billy Joe and tell her to pull over.
But there was nowhere to pull over. We were at the Jersey Pike,
Yeah, there really is no place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you stop.
We couldn't have pulled over. I would have had
No,
to
not
sheepy it
safely.
anyways,
Yeah.
and then it would have been all three of us pulling over. It would have been a mess. So
Yeah.
I would have just rather made a mess in my passenger seat.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what's like the convenience of like living in Maine and stuff. If you don't have to be on the turnpike or anything too, because there are a lot of options to pull over and pee.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I had to pee really bad. Like I was like, oh, it's just so uncomfortable. And my sister used to live on a dead end street, and I was
Used
just
to.
like, yeah, but it was dead end, and I was coming right up on it. And I was like, fuck it. I was like, I can just like pee there, And I did. And it felt so good,
Billy Joe, you're a little bit younger than us, so you don't know what it's like when you gotta go, you gotta go.
And it
Yeah.
was like a total, and it was just such a good spot. It was dark. It was Tom got out and peed too. We both peed. It was funny though,
Oh my god.
But it worked out.
Yeah, I
But
feel like
that's
I'm missing out on something here. If
You're
I'm
not,
there
you're
yet,
not. I'm telling
so.
you. It's like I
Yeah.
mark my territory everywhere I go, like so and I have to plan it out though, like it really takes a lot out of me
Right,
to be
you
like
can't just go somewhere.
we went for that walk around the track. What?
oh my
you know?
god, that was hilarious. But
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that was, yeah,
2-3
that was
laps
hard.
around and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I gotta go right now.
Yes. Yeah.
It is really funny to watch her too, because you can't help but die laughing at her because
Right.
it's like wicked funny,
But
but
you
then
feel
you
bad.
don't want to laugh.
Yeah.
You make her laugh because if you make her laugh, you're gonna make
She's
her pee
gonna
her
pee her
pants.
pants. Yeah. Yeah.
And you make it so hard, Kim.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And then I get mad because you guys are laughing at me, and I'm like, I can't
guys
move.
suck.
You guys don't even understand. Like, I have to go so bad, and you guys just keep laughing at me, and you try and like get me to do my pee-pee dance.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
night we were walking at the track, you were just like, and it comes on so quick too. Like, we're fine, do, walk in, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom,
Yeah.
stop in your tracks. I go to the bathroom. We're like, oh shit, Kim's gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell does she go? Like, everybody's like in mode of like helping Kim.
Well,
so
they
then
had
Kim
an
does like the
outhouse.
pee-pee dance. Literally, her one foot's right in front of the other. Like, and we're laughing, and then people are driving by, like, because it's a school parking lot. People are driving by while she's doing the pee-pee dance across a parking lot, and we're like, just like laughing. So people probably think we're dickheads for laughing because they didn't know what was wrong with you.
Well, and that's how I felt because I was just like,
They are
I look-
dickheads.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, yeah, it's kind of how I felt too.
Well, that's
guys
true
are
too.
dickheads.
That's true. And I think,
And I'm like, yeah, I know.
wasn't I
yeah.
telling you to go get the car or something? Like, get the car and come pick me up.
Yes, because it was
And
that
then I'm like,
bad.
don't leave me
Wait.
here. Wait, no, I can do this. And then it ended up, yes, I had to pee and my butt
But
was
you made
hanging
it.
out.
You made it. You did
I
make
did
it.
make it. I did make
But
it.
it was
On
a
the
it
track,
was a
or did
struggle.
you
No,
make it
I
off the
wouldn't-
No,
track?
she got to the toilet. She got to the outhouse thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. You're lucky if
No,
it's a
Laura.
good outhouse. Oh, that's
there were
the
kids on the
worst.
track, so I
Did
didn't
they all
want to.
hear you gagging? in the outhouse?
They actually were
Like,
real. They weren't.
Oh.
Maybe they were bad. I don't know. But at that point,
Yeah, you
I was
weren't
like,
even. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop
were
them right
just-
here
yeah.
and go in front of all these kids because I have to go so bad. So to make it to the outhouse, I was thrilled. I couldn't even tell you what
It
it,
was
smelled
pretty
like.
funny though, watching her walk across it because it wasn't even a walk. It was a, she was like, it was. I can't even.
I was
explain
taking
it. I can't
baby
explain it
steps
so
and
you
like
guys
just
can
kind of
understand.
like
Yeah.
holding everything in place, like
Right.
do not move.
Yeah,
Like
we need like
this part
video
of my
right now
body.
so I can
Yeah.
imitate how
Yeah.
Kim was walking.
Yeah.
It was, pretty funny.
And then to get and to know you're on your way to an outhouse because those can be so rough sometimes. That's
Yeah.
like I hate outhouses.
Most of the time, I'm gagging. Yes, everyone outside of
yeah.
it can hear me gagging.
And I think probably like I know even just like even somebody that doesn't have issues with their bladder, it's like as soon as you know the toilet's right there, it's like you have to go even worse. You know, so
Yes.
you're like heading, you can see the outhouse and it's in sight, and you're just like I can't get there.
And once you're trying your best, it's like it's going like so far away. Why is it going so far away? Oh, there's just no.
That's
I don't
too
know, but
funny.
someday I'm going to on this podcast. Someday we're going to come up with an idea for all of us women to be able
Yeah.
to pee in peace.
Yeah, if you're trapped in a car and you can't like pull over to get to a restroom and you're
Yeah.
trapped, like that would be like the ideal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all
Definitely.
could use-
You could like get rich off that probably.
I know
Like, find an actual,
I don't
like,
think I'm
really
the only
good
woman out
way.
there that is
No.
having this issue.
No.
You know, I mean, well, I know I'm not because you ever see that commercial with the outhouse
Gotta
that
go,
they
gotta go. Oh,
Yeah.
that one? No. Is
Oh,
it
no.
I gotta go right now. That one?
that
No.
might be a poop one,
No,
right?
I think it's a P
Oh.
one. It's like
Oh, maybe
I
it
think
is
it's
a
an
P
older
one.
one.
But they have the outhouse. They tag along with them in the back of the,
Oh,
and it might be
jeez.
the same. Maybe we're talking about the same one.
I don't know.
I don't know. I got lost there.
Do you remember the
Yeah.
P commercials though? It's like I gotta go right
Oh,
now.
okay, you're right.
That
You're
one.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
But so you're
Yeah.
talking about putting in a house like on a trailer on the back of your.
No, that's a commercial. Like
Oh.
it's a
Well, they got
commercial that.
cars
Oh, it
says
might be a
it.
good idea though.
Yeah, they have cars that drive themselves now, so it's just a matter of time before you
No.
get a toilet.
I'm telling you, there's got to be an easy solution to this.
You're right.
Yes.
though.
But you know what I thought of, and
This-
maybe this is weird too. But what about just a bedpan?
Well, I mean that
Well,
would
the
work.
splatter, like you
No,
have
'cause
to,
you
like,
sit
if
on
you
it.
sit-
Right. Right. You sit on it because I mean a bedpan works
Well,
for
I
when a
wonder,
person's
like
in
one
bed.
of those kids, like that you potty train on. Then you
Oh,
can
like a
sit on
little-
that
like a
and
little
just
seat.
pee, and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah, get you like a princess one or
Yeah.
something like that.
like that makes real noises.
Yeah, and they
You
sing.
know?
They even have ones that sing to you.
Well, that would have helped me go, I guess, last
Yes,
time, right?
yeah.
For
it'll
your
help
nerves,
relax
it would
you.
have helped you. Yeah, you could have
Yeah.
been nice and calm and like just gone.
Well,
Yep.
you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this show because
a whole lot of pee. Yeah.
I feel bad that I took up the whole show talking about my
No,
stupid
it's
bladder.
funny. It was funny.
Yeah, no,
But-
it's all good, you know.
And I'm
when
sure
you gotta
there's a
go,
lot
you
of people
gotta go.
listening that can relate. You know, there's
Yeah.
so many people that can relate with that.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good.
It is what it is. I've been living with it, so you guys
Yeah.
live with it because
Yeah, suck it up.
I give you a good laugh,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm glad you guys came to listen to like a little bit of time in our minds.
Yes.
You know, this is where our minds
feel bad for you guys.
just seem
Sorry.
to go. So
Yeah, I know.
we don't know what we just told you, but you know, we'll tell you some more.
I know, it's kind of a blur, yeah.
The next episode that we have coming up,
Yeah.
we'll tell you some more stuff.
Or
for
hey,
sure.
you know, I definitely would love to hear from some people that have the same issue as I do
Yeah.
about, you know, like weak bladders and
Yeah.
travel stories where
Yeah, funny
You-
stories or helpful stories.
Oh,
Something that would be
helpful would be amazing. Maybe you guys
Yeah.
already have a product out there that I can use, you know? That would
Right.
be
Well, they have
wonderful.
a good idea that, yeah.
So you
just
can email
other
us
than
at
pissing on your seat, yeah.
crazynotcrazy333@yahoo.com. Any of your ideas, because I'm desperate, you guys.
Anyway, so we don't have to sit in our urine or pee on our hands,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're good.
Just let us know what you think about that, you know, and you can find us on Facebook, Crazy Not Crazy. And I think we probably took enough of your time up tonight.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
night though. It was
Yeah.
fun. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for listening. And yeah, any questions or anything you guys want to add or anything you want our advice? Because I mean, clearly we give out good advice, right?
We do.
We get it all
really
figured
do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get life figured out. That's for
We'll
damn
figure
sure.
it out for you. We might have to
Yes.
analyze it and talk it out a little
Yeah.
bit, but if you have a question, give us a chance to talk it out for you,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh gosh, yeah,
Because
we'll
you'll hear
get you
all the
through it.
perspectives and we'll
Yeah.
break it right down for you to the nitty gritty. So
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for listening, you guys. Have
you
a good
later.
night.
All right, have a good night, everybody.